frustrated? Kinda sad? Or just really bored? Well, I'd like to teach you about my new favorite instrument, the guitalele. But first, let's talk about its parent instrument, the ukulele. This is a 4-stringed instrument that uses nylon strings and can be strummed or plucked. Over time, the ukulele has found its place in popular music all over the world. But it originated in Hawaii during the late 19th century, where it was created by Portuguese immigrants who modeled it after several European string instruments similar to guitars. Edward William Purvis was one of the early well-known Hawaiian players. Here he is. But since that time, the ukulele has been adopted by numerous popular artists and continues to be used widely to date. Here's Elvis Presley. But let's learn more about the guitalele. No, that's a mandolin. There, that's a guitalele, a guitar-ukulele hybrid.
No, 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 no. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me.
Guitaleles are punk too. Let's find out why. So if you're looking at the guitalele, this is your heaviest string here, your lightest string here. This is an A, D, G, C, E, and A, which is identical to what you would see if a guitar was capoed on the 5th fret. The strings that are used on the guitalele are a combination of steel strings that are wound, and these are the heavier bass notes, and nylon strings for the higher notes. So they have much different sounds to them compared to playing open chords should feel a lot easier on a guitalele compared to a guitar. There's less action on a guitalele, which means the strings are more compressible. And then the neck is less wide. Okay, so now we're going to try to make a C chord on a guitalele. And this is going to look a lot like a G chord on a guitar if you're a guitar player. Just remember that a guitalele is essentially a guitar capoed on the 5th fret. So the first thing you do is take your ring finger, put it on the 3rd fret on the lightest string, which was an A string, so now you're making a C note. Take your index finger and put it on the 2nd heaviest string on the 2nd fret. And then take your middle finger and put it on the 3rd fret on the very top heaviest string, which also was an A. So you're making a C, an E, and then another C down here. The rest of your strings will be open. Playing that should sound like this. With that chord alone, you can play classics like Row, Row, Row Your Boat, Three Blind Mice, and Tomorrow Never Knows by the Beatles. So what else do we need to know about the guitalele? Well, they're definitely cheap. They're easy to travel with, very light. They're the same positioning as a guitar, as we talked about earlier. They're somewhat Hawaiian. And they're easy to play, even if you have very tiny hands. I want to thank you for listening, and hope that you have a great holiday.